Mr. T here, looking at 6B. This is the presidency of John Adams and the influence of the Alien and Sedition Acts on the election of 1800. John Adams becomes the second president of the United States after George Washington resigns, and Thomas Jefferson becomes John Adams' vice president. So, John Adams was a Federalist, meaning he supported a stronger central government, a bigger federal government, while Thomas Jefferson supported, as a Democratic Republican, a less central government and an emphasis on the power of the states and really individual liberties. So John Adams' presidency was really plagued with economic issues, increased taxes, and these unpopular Alien and Sedition Acts. So, what were these? Broadly speaking, the Alien and Sedition Acts made it harder for immigrants to become U.S. citizens. They also gave the power to the executive branch to deport immigrant aliens that they deemed as dangerous. The sedition portion of this, it tried to stop any criticism of the government, particularly the Federalists, because the Federalists were in power. So any criticism of the government by limiting free speech and freedom of the press. And so Democratic Republicans really framed these laws as threats to individual liberties. Virginia and Kentucky, they pass laws in their states that say that we are not going to enforce the Alien and Sedition Acts because we, as a state, think that these federal laws are unconstitutional, so against the Constitution. And so this whole concept, this whole event starts the whole concept of states' rights. So states not enforcing federal laws that the state thinks is unconstitutional. And so, because of these unpopular Alien and Sedition Acts and other issues like with the economy, John Adams is not reelected in 1800. Thomas Jefferson, the Democratic Republican, actually wins the election. And so the new party, the Democratic Republicans, take over and power is transferred.